Are you wanting to start using AI but feeling kind of overwhelmed? What if I told you you can get started without spending a dime, and learning it is way easier than you think? After watching this video, you will have a list of free tools, 20 examples on ways to start using AI, and the easiest way to start. If you've been hearing all the buzz about AI, but have felt a little overwhelmed or unsure of where to even begin, then you're in the right place. This is part 1 of our series, AI Unlocked, From Zero to Confident. And today, you are going to take your very first step into the world of AI. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which AI tools you should try first, what sample questions you can ask them to see their power immediately, and I'll even give you a dead simple framework that will completely eliminate the feeling of prompt anxiety. Okay, first things first. When you're just starting out, the sheer number of AI tools can feel honestly overwhelming. So I'm going to make this really simple for you. In my opinion, there are 4 tools that are the easiest and most intuitive to start with for free. I think you should consider either starting with ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Grok, and you should probably pair it with a tool called Perplexity. Let's quickly break down their free offerings. With ChatGPT, the free version gives you about 10 messages every 5 hours to their most powerful tool, which is currently GPT-5. After you use those up, it will automatically switch you to a lighter model, GPT-5 Mini, where you have unlimited use. Just know that this limit is on a rolling 5-hour window and not a daily reset. And to be clear, a message is everything you type into a chat box and send to an AI tool. Next is Google's Gemini. The daily limits here are a bit less clear, but you can generally expect somewhere between 25 and 100 messages per day. Then there's Grok. With a free Grok account, you can send about 10 to 20 messages every 2 hours. Now, the last one, Perplexity, it's a little bit different. Think of it less like a pure chatbot and more like Google on steroids. And the best part, Perplexity gives you unlimited free searches. So what's my recommendation? If I could only use 2 of these tools, Perplexity would always be one of them, mainly because I personally search for a ton of stuff, and I'm guessing you probably do your fair share of Googling as well. And just a quick note, in the world of AI, things change incredibly fast, but those changes are typically for the better, giving new users more capabilities. Alright, so you've picked your tool, you've opened it up. Now what? The key to building confidence is to start with a few quick wins. So I'm going to give you a list of your first AI tasks. We'll also break them down into a few categories. First up, the quick text tasks. Use it for email writing and polish. You can ask the tool you choose to help you draft professional emails. For example, try this prompt. Write a polite email declining a meeting invitation. Or you can paste in something you've already written and ask, make this email sound more professional, then just paste your draft in. However, just one thing to note, please don't put any sensitive information inside free AI tools because they generally use all that data you enter to help train their models. You can also do text summarization. For a long article online, just copy the text and ask the AI to summarize this in 3 key points. This is perfect for keeping up with news inside your industry. Consider helping it write thank you notes. You can ask for help creating a personalized message. Write a thank you note to my colleague who helped me with the presentation. Social media captions are also great uses. If you're stuck on what to post, you can ask, create me 3 Instagram captions for a photo of my morning coffee that sounds authentic and engaging. After you've watched this video, please let me know all your questions in the comments. I promise I will reply to every single one. Also, please consider subscribing for actionable ways to use AI, from first-timers to highly advanced to specific use cases. Next up, let's look at planning and organization. How about daily schedule optimization? Give AI your to-do list and ask, help me prioritize these tasks and create a realistic schedule for today. Or meal planning. This is a great one. Try, create a week's worth of healthy dinner ideas using ingredients that I already have, and then just list your ingredients. Let it build a meeting agenda for you. You can simply input, create me an agenda for a 30-minute team meeting to discuss project updates for next week's priorities. Shopping lists can also be super helpful. And to follow up on the meal plan earlier, you can say, based on these dinner recipes I want to make this week, create me a detailed grocery list. How about we use AI for learning and research? A great use case is to have it explain complex topics. This is where AI shines. Try asking, explain cryptocurrency like I'm 12 years old. How about language learning? You can start with something like, teach me 10 essential Spanish phrases for traveling. Or as a research assistant. For work or school projects, try, find me 5 key facts about renewable energy trends in 2025. Let it help you build a study guide. You can paste in your notes and ask, turn these notes into a study guide with key terms and practice questions. Now, let's get creative. Here's some creative tasks. Brainstorming ideas are a great use case. When you're stuck, ask, give me 10 creative ideas for my presentation on teamwork. Writing prompts can also be cool. For a little fun, you can ask, give me a fun creative writing prompt about time travel. Or recipe creation. Try, create me a healthy smoothie recipe using bananas, spinach, and yogurt. Next, gift ideas. And honestly, this one's kind of a lifesaver. Try, suggest thoughtful gifts under $50 for my book-loving sister who loves hiking. And finally, let's boost your efficiency with productivity and problem solving. Template creation is a great one. Ask AI, create me a template for tracking my weekly exercise routine. Decision making can also be a lifesaver. You can lay out your options and ask, help me weigh the pros and cons of these 3 apartment options. How about time management? When you're in a time crunch, try, I have 2 hours to complete these specific tasks. help me create an efficient plan. Process documentation is where AI is fantastic. And for work, you can ask, help me write a step-by-step instruction for onboarding new team members in my department. Now, as you try these, just remember a few quick tips. First, be specific. Instead of just saying, help me write, say, write me a 3-paragraph email to my landlord about a leaky faucet in apartment 2B. Second, if you don't like the first answer, iterate and refine it. Just tell it, make the sound more casual, or add more details. And finally, think of it like a conversation. The more background and context you provide, the better your results are going to be. Okay, so we've covered which tools to use, and some example questions on what to ask them, but that still leaves the biggest hurdle for most people: how to ask. That feeling of staring at the screen and not knowing how to ask or phrase your question is real. But don't stress. There is a dead simple 3-part structure you can turn confusing requests into crystal clear instructions for AI. The easiest prompting framework I would recommend to start with is called RTF. It's easy to remember, and it's super easy to do in just a few sentences, if not less. So what is RTF? Well, it stands for role, task, and format. It's a simple way to give AI directions. Think of it like this. The role for the AI is who it should be. For example, you're a cooking expert. The task is what it should do. Give me dinner ideas using chicken. And the format is how it should present it. For example, in a numbered list or in a table. It's literally that easy. Let's break it down. First, R is for role. This tells the AI what perspective and expertise to use. For example, you could say things like, act as a fitness trainer with 10 years of experience. Or, you are a travel expert specializing in budget trips. Or, act as a patient teacher explaining to a beginner. So you may be asking yourself, why does it really matter? Well, that's because AI acting as a teacher will explain things very differently than one acting as a business consultant. The role completely reshapes the response you get back. Next, T is for task. This is a specific action you want the AI to perform, and you want it to be as specific as possible. So instead of giving a vague task like, help me with dinner ideas, a much better task is suggest 3 30-minute dinner recipes using chicken and vegetables that our picky son will enjoy. Instead of, tell me exercise tips, a better task is create me a beginner-friendly home workout routine that requires no equipment. And finally, F is for format. This controls how the information is presented back to you, making it a lot more useful. You can ask for the information in a number of ways. In a numbered list, as a short paragraph, in bullet points, as a table, or even as a step-by-step guide. So putting it all together, you get a beautiful, clear prompt just like this. Act as a small business marketing consultant. Create me a list of 5 potential blog posts for a new coffee shop targeting local college students. Present them in bullet points. See how simple that RTF structure gives AI everything it needs to give you a fantastic result? If you have any struggles with RTF, just drop me a comment asking me how I would phrase it and I'll reply back. Alright, so today you learned about 4 free, easy to use tools. You have a list of 20 simple, practical tasks you can try right now to start building your confidence. And you have a simple RTF framework to make sure you're always asking AI the clear questions. In part 2 of the series, I'll break down the one question you should never ask AI, accuracy worries, privacy and data use, and when you may want to consider starting to pay for a tool. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.